Hi guys, the article I chose was about the tensions in Lebanon. It basically talked about the escalating conflict between Israel and the Hezbollah in Lebanon, where Israel has launched its most intense airstrike campaign in 20 years. The article was authored by Interpress Service, published on Global Issues. Its target audience is people who follow international news, particularly human rights issues. Its purpose is to inform and raise awareness about the humanitarian crisis resulting from Israel's military campaign. It is an online news story. It used direct quotes from the Israeli Defense Forces, IDF, and the United Nations. It has a formal language focusing on factual reporting of the conflict, but it's slanted. It has a slant towards the human suffering of Lebanese civilians. Its intended audience seems to be global readers who are concerned with Middle Eastern conflicts and humanitarian issues. The article, it outlines the scope of the airstrikes in Lebanon and highlights the resulting damage and civilian casualties. It emphasizes the severity of humanitarian impact with less focus on Hezbollah's provocations. It uses critical sources such as the IDF and the United Nations to provide factual information about the airstrikes. It strengthens the accuracy of the reporting. However, by not fully addressing Hezbollah's role, it may unintentionally offer a one-sided view of the conflict. The backdrop of the conflict is a broader geopolitical tension between Israel and Hezbollah, which is backed by Iran. It shapes the political narrative and adds layers of complexity to understanding the motives and consequences. Economically, ongoing conflict can affect Lebanon's fragile economy, compounding the devastation from its recent strikes, which are still going on today. The article may reflect bias by focusing on the destruction in Lebanon and the suffering of its civilians, the people who died and the people who are injured. Emotionally, the article might evoke sympathy for Lebanese civilians, shifting public opinion to be more critical of Israel's military tactics. The media has the power to influence beliefs, attitudes, and even foreign policy discussions, especially when humanitarian crises are involved. The article is hosted on Global Issues, a site dedicated to covering international concerns such as conflicts and human rights. The platform is funded by a variety of sources, and its primary goal is to foster awareness and activism regarding global injustices. In summary, the article informs readers about the ongoing conflicts between Lebanon and Hezbollah with many different airstrikes and attacks. The story is a good example of how media can be constructed to emphasize certain viewpoints and influence public understanding of international events. Thank you.